hope you have done your tests and neat test in a very successful way. With that successful way, come let us move into the next topic of our lesson. Clocks. Clocks means you know what is a clock? It is an instrument to see the time. Right? That clock we divide into 4 types. Right? Analog clocks, digital clocks, quartz clock and atomic clocks. Right? Now in this, the first 2 types, which are the analog clocks and digital clocks, are divided based on the display, how you see it. Right? For example, this type of watch is an analog clock, right? Just numbers will be denoted in lines and there will be 3 hands in it. Hour hand, minute hand, seconds hand will be in it. But what you people, young people in nowadays, what you wear? A bigger watch which will display the time in numbers. That type of watches are called digital watches. So these 2 types of watches are classified based on the appearance, display mode. Right? Now the other 2 types, they are scientific based clocks. They are called as quartz clock and atomic clock. They are classified based on the mechanism. Mechanism means the process of working, how it works. Usually it is used for scientific purposes. Right? I will explain it. Right? Now we will get into it in a detailed way. First one is analog clock. It's a very general, traditional based clocks. Right? First it will have 3 hands. What are the 3 hands in it? Hour hand, second hand, then minute hand, right? So hour hand will show you the hour, minute hand, how many minutes makes 1 hour? 60 minutes, and one more smaller hand which will move frequently, second hand. This is all you will know, no? Right. Now, these analog clocks can be operated mechanically and electronically. Electronically means what? You have to use batteries in it. Have you ever turned the clocks which you use at your home, which will hang in the clock wall? Right? When you turn it, there will be a battery in it. So that is an electronic mode of working. Mechanically means if the hour hand or second hand are not working, what you will do? You will operate a wheel, or in a shorter way, you will operate it with the hand itself. Right? So that is called mechanical treatment and electronic treatment. Okay. Now come to the next second type, digital clock, which you people will like nowadays, right? So students will mostly they will wear digital clocks. Right now it will show time in numbers. So exact time will be shown in numbers. So there is no part of thinking. Right? Now it is otherwise called as electronic clocks. Right? Now coming to the next one, scientific based clocks, quartz clock. This word no children, quartz. In most of the watches, it would have been written there, quartz. Have you heard seen the spelling? Q-U-A-R-T. It's a type of a crystal, children. That particular watch will be made of quartz. It is a name of a crystal which will be very fine. Calculations will be made by that crystal. Right? So now it will make use of electronic oscillations. That crystal will be made to oscillate. So that oscillations are used in quartz clocks. It will use a crystal called quartz crystal. And you see children, this is a very beautiful line. It will be accurate. These type of clocks will have accuracy of 1 second in 10 power 9 seconds. I will explain it. 10 power 9 means what? 1 and 9 zeros. You say pronounce that number. In that much number, in that much seconds, you will go 1 second only in a wrong way. I'll tell you an example. You have your watch. Now you see your time in your watch. Ask the time from your father's watch. Ask time from your mother's watch. Ultimately, there will be a difference of 1 minute or 2 minutes in your 3 persons itself. Now you see this accuracy? 10 power 9 seconds. 1 after that 9 zeros. In that many seconds, the wrongness may be only 1 second. See how much accurate the watch is. Right? Now you come to the next one, atomic clocks. This is more accurate than the quartz crystal. See, it makes use of periodic vibration of atom. Here electronic oscillations of the crystal. Here periodic vibration of atom. One atom will be taken. That atom will be made to vibrate. In that vibration, periodic, which will go in a periodic way, regular way, that vibrations will be used in this atomic clock. See how much scientific it is. Then how much accurate it will be. Yes, no. Then next one. See, this itself is very accurate. 1 second in 10 power 9 seconds. See this clock's accuracy. 1 second in 10 power 13. 1 followed by 13 zeros. In that much seconds, 1 second only can go wrong. See then how much accurate that clock will be. Then see now we are using now GPS, global navigation system. You will have Google Maps in your phone. No? GPS you have. Location you switch on in your phone. No? That is your GPS and your Google Map is your navigation system. You find the route and all, right? In your Google Map itself. That all globally it will be the same. That app will be introduced by the Google by using one single time. That single time will be based on atomic clocks. It must be very accurate now. So GPS and global navigation system will use this type of clocks. So now we are very clear about the clocks. Now come here, rules for rounding off. If you have a number, children, it will be very, what is that? For example, if you are going for a vegetable shop, right? If we buy vegetable for 19 rupees, how much in a rounded off way, what we will say? I bought vegetables for 20 rupees. So nearer value we will say, right? So that rounding off, for that we follow some rules. Here D is missing, children, kindly correct it, right? Rounding off. First one, there are some rules to round a number. Just like that we cannot go with that, right? We need some accuracy also. First, I had done it with an example here. First, we have to decide which is the last digit to keep. Now I have this number 78.643. Now I have to decide to what decimal part I have to round it. For example, after the decimal point I have 3 numbers here. I want to decide it. Example only. I want to round it for 2 decimals. I want to have up to only 2 decimals only. So what are the rules I have to follow? Now, second one, leave it the same if the next digit is less than 5. How many digits I have to keep? 2 digits. Leave it the same if the next digit is less than 5. 2 digits I have to see. Next to that I have to see the next digit is less than 5 means, is 3 less than 5? Yes. If the next digit is less than 5, I can leave it off. So my answer can be 78.64. Understood? So that is your second. Then if I want to round the number to 2 decimal places, I have to see the third decimal. If the third decimal is less than 5, leave that number as it is and write the other 2 decimals. Right, children? Now come to the next rule. Increase which by 1 if the next digit is greater than 5. This is 5, I will explain it after this. Greater than 5. Now you see this number 78.647. I have to round it to the second decimal place, 64 itself. But if the next digit is greater than 5, 7 is greater than 5 only, no? So if the next digit is greater than 5, to the previous number add 1. So 4 is increased by 1 number. So you will get 5. So what is the answer? 78.4 will be increased to 5. 6, 5. When this will be done? If the next digit is greater than 5. Okay. Now come to the next one. If these 3 rules only are there in your book, children. Now these 2 I am giving it, so note it down without missing it, right? If the next digit is 5, add 1 to the previous digit if it is odd number. Now I will go over this example. Little confusing, but listen very carefully. number is 5, what I should do? That is the rule here. If that number is exactly 5, see to the previous number. To what number I have to round it off? Second decimal place. See that second decimal place number 3. Is that 3 an odd number or an even number? 3 is an odd number. If it is an odd number, add 1. So what you will have? If this is odd number, add 1. 6-3 will become 6-4. So 78.64 is your rounded number. Now opposite to this case, if the next digit is 5, leave the number as it is if it is a even number. Now you see that if the number is 78.645, 645 means this number is exactly 5. The previous digit is 4, which is the even number. So even number means you have to leave as it is. 78.64. Right, children? Now I am concising this in a simple way. If I have to round to one particular decimal place, whether it is third decimal place, second decimal place, whatever it is, see the next digit. Right? Next digit greater than 5 means add 1. Add one number to the previous number. If it is less than 5, leave the number as it is. If it is 5, look at the number to which we have to round it off. If it is odd number, add 1. If it is even number, leave as it is. This is the rule, children. This is very, very important. With this,